don't have to depend one source of income. Then I was looking for something. Finally, I found ACM, 2013. Now, Mr. Mike is here. He gave me 20 minutes ACM business presentation. I was so excited because of services. Those services, that everyone uses. So I was super duper excited. I signed the application without telling my wife. My wife is here. Oh no, sorry. So anyway, Mr. Mike Major told me, if you like to get successful in this business, you have to follow the system. Then system is, he said, you have to come to the training and make a list and invite and prepare. That's all. 3 things. So I, follow the system. That is why, in short period of time, I was promoted regional vice president in 8 months. And then today I have over 4,300 business partners in my team and over 26,000 customers. And 26,000 customers paying their bill every month, and I'm getting part of it. That is called residual income. That is why we are here today. And all things happening because of training and support of ACM. Thank you.
All right, yes.
Hello everyone, my name is Gira Sher. We've been in the business for a short period of time. Before ACN, we had retail stores. We had 99 cent stores. We used to buy gold, silver. We used to have a T-Mobile store. You mentioned anything, real estate. We had it all. We always jumped on everything or any business that was making money. But we have a long story. We lost it all. And when we saw ACN, it was the perfect time, at the perfect moment. And we were looking for the business that I was tired of having a retail, working 14, 15 hours a day, headaches that we had every single day with the employees, rentals, deposits, whatever, any traditional business that we have all those problems. So ACN, when I saw ACN and I saw that we didn't have to have no rentals, no employees, no bookkeepers, no products to sell, anything like that, it was just amazing. And when we had a T-Mobile store, I was giving T-Mobile customers and we were just getting a commission. And when I saw that we can do cellular in ACN, and not getting a commission, but only getting paid residual income, and that's what attracted me to the business. So if you're new into the business, don't be scared. We have a system in place that you can follow. The training and support in ACN is amazing. My husband here, we support each other on everything that we do. So if you have husband and wife, just support each other and just don't think about it. The company is amazing. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Mike Mazur doesn't know I'm going to say that. First of all, I want to acknowledge Mr. Mazur did a fantastic goal. Testing? Here we go. My first regional event, he doesn't even remember, I went into LaGuardia Airport and I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Mazur doing a presentation with I think it was about 800 people. And I needed to see something large, and my wife said it. We ran multiple businesses. 2008 came, we lost over 10 million in real estate. We thought we had it all. I didn't see the big picture here. Here's what I saw. I didn't want to repeat what happened again.
Right.
And if I could make that type of money and have my time freedom back, I says, I'm all in. I didn't understand it. I was one of those skeptical people. I had to touch it, had to taste it. I didn't understand anything around network marketing. But when I saw all those people that got promoted that had no business background, but they were able to change their lives and impact others, life became a purposeful meaning. And today we have over 2,000 people getting paid, approaching 7,000 customers. And I couldn't have done it all without the training and support of ACN. Thank you.
All right.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Hafsa Salim. I'm originally from this area, grew up in this area, now we live in Northern Virginia. I saw ACN about 8 years ago. I was a full-time college student. I worked many different jobs. At the time, I was actually a business owner. I had 3 businesses, 2 online, 1 traditional. And I still saw the opportunity of fitting it into my schedule wherever I could. And by making it fit into my schedule wherever I could throughout the day, because all we do is talk to people, within 8 months I was able to go full time. I walked away from my other businesses. I had planned on becoming a lawyer. I completely changed my mind. I decided to dive into ACN and do it full time. I met my husband through the business, and it's been an absolute blessing to have residual income. We're able to be together every single day, travel together, spend time with family, do things that really matter. And last year, we went through a situation where we had 3 family members in hospitals in ICU at the same time here in New York, New Jersey area. And for 8 months, we were able to be in the hospitals with them. We did not have to worry about going to work or paying the bills or even paying the hotel bill because we were staying in hotels majority of the time. We were able to simply be present with our family. And even if it's something that's simply a plan B, it's good to have a plan B when it's residual income. But our success is all due to the training and support of ACN.
Right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am the husband here. And we did meet in the business at a Saturday training just like this, so if you're single, look around before you leave. It was actually across the street at the Embassy Suites. We did a training. We met at a Saturday training, and a week later we were married, so here we are. That's a true story. So we've been married now 7.5 years, working together. I actually saw ACN now over 19 years ago, and I met ACN through a mutual friend who was friends with the owner of the company. At the time, I had just gotten into medical billing, medical collections, facility management with diagnostics and MRI facilities in my own business. And I was familiar with direct sales and network marketing. And when I saw ACN and I met the owner of the company and he painted a vision, he said, right now we're in 8 countries, we're gonna go to 80 to 100 around the world. And I thought, you know what, I'm a chemist, I'm a scientist by degree, I'm a New Yorker at heart. I need to see a little bit to believe it. And so over the next 5 years, from 2000 to 2005, I kept an eye on the company, attended events like this, stayed in touch with people, and I literally watched ACN go from country number 8 to 9 to 10 to 12 to 16. Within 5 years, they had doubled in size and geographic scope, and I said, I'm not waiting to see ACN go from country number 16 to country number 32. And here we are now at 27, so do you think we're going to go to 60 to 80? What do you think?
Yes.
Well, in 2005, I basically made a decision to put into spare time, lost time, anytime I could into this business. Now, over time, business has expanded out to over 28 different states, 8 other countries I've never been to, and along the way I met my wife, so the blessings go beyond financial rewards and financial success, the friendships, every single person on the stage here. We've developed amazing friendships. The training, the support is everything. Follow the system and you can have success. Thank you.
All right.
Our newest regional vice president of the company was Rhonda McGeest.
It feels great to be a regional vice president. Let me tell you, all of you need to be on the stage. Let me tell you my story real quickly. Like Bilal, I've been around quite a bit, okay? I was actually one of the first people that Mr. James Adlam introduced to ACN. Now, he's been in ACN for 20 years to do the math, so I've been around a bit. But I had some things going on. I was going through a divorce, 2 young boys, but one of the things I always did was renew my business every year. Every year I renewed my business. 2012 was my real start date, okay? So if you've been around for a bit, do not give up, okay? And I mean that, I'm a testimony to that. Again, I've been to a lot of events, and I love this team, I love the majors, I love ACN. It's really about working together as a family, as a community. So in 2012, I got the word, I had taken a year off because my youngest son, I was preparing him for 8th grade, and I knew my son needed my attention. So I told Mr. Adlam, I'm gonna take a break, because I need to focus on my son. His wife called me and said, guess what? Mr. Adlam is gonna be promoted to a senior vice president. So I went to surprise him. Plus I was curious to see what was going on with ACN in that year. And that was a turning point for me. When I went there and John Maxwell was there, Leanne Gabriel got her promotion, he talked about personal growth. And I realized in the moment that that's what it took for me to get to do anything in this business. I had to grow myself. And I took that on, and I made a commitment to myself. I said, look, if I could hit the position of TC, which was the team coordinator position at the time, if I could do that in 3 years, I'm gonna do this business. Because I realized I wasn't giving ACN the respect it deserved. I was treating it like a hobby. I was playing around with it because I'm a full-time, I direct a foundation, that's what I do full-time, so I'm pretty busy. But I realized that's not even an excuse. It really isn't. So what happened was, within, not to brag, but within 5 months, I hit the TC position, and another year I was RD, and I was like, oh, okay. So things started to happen. So all I can say to you is work on you. Work on you, because once you get yourself together, everything starts to fall into place. So I can't wait to see all of you on the stage as regional vice president.
Well, hello everybody, my name is Jeff Street, and you'll hear from me later, but what I get a chance to do right now is I get a chance to acknowledge a special woman. And I've been doing this business now for 14 years, and in the 14 years that I've been doing this, I've met some incredible people. But sometimes you meet somebody you just know is going to be an impact player. And when I say impact player, I mean somebody that makes an impact. Not just in the business, but in her community. It makes an impact with people. And this individual, she actually got started at my birthday party. And let me tell you this, that was the best birthday present that I ever got. And this individual is a true champion. She cares more about the success of her team than she does about herself. I know regional director is just a pit stop for her on the road to senior vice president, but it's a major, major milestone. So if you could, please help me welcome our newest regional director, Mrs. Michelle Davidson.
I want to introduce myself more formally to you today. I come from Liberia, West Africa. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, although I live in Rhode Island at this time. I grew up in a community where we had a community restroom. My mama used to stand on the streets to sell bread to go to school. But when she came to Brooklyn, New York, and we lived in the housing projects, her desire was that her children will live and thrive based on the hard work and labor and the foundation that she was laying. So when I came into anything in life, I came to win. I had too many people that needed to see me succeed, that they may believe that it was possible. So for me, when you're in Rhode Island, at the age of 28, I've been in the business now, I was in the mortgage business for over 19 years. I went to college, I took an economics class, and I said, if my community only knew. And so I opened my own mortgage company at 28 years old, no business partners. 2018 didn't happen, but I was still standing. Because by the grace of God, He gave me the insight and the wisdom and strategy to survive that storm. But 3 years later, I will find out I'm pregnant with twins this time. My husband will go play basketball and the valve of his heart will come apart. And so I'm doing my best to survive the mortgage industry crisis. I now find out I have a 2-year-old home not carrying twins. And now my husband has a valve situation. He's in the hospital and he needs it replaced, repaired through an open heart surgery. And also, he's a teacher. And Boston just laid off their teachers. So all that happened to me in a matter of 2 to 3 months. I will close the mortgage company in April. He will go through open heart surgery in May. In June, I would deliver with twins. I was a certified Christian life coach at the time, so I'm coaching women. And people are looking at me. Because I was a face to inspire some people that come from nothing, that it was possible. And so what would happen in that season of my life? We would hit rock bottom. But I thank God that I know who I am in Christ.
Amen.
And so I would get back up again. I would restore my life with the help of my husband. And everything we lost, we regained. But for the next few years, I would sit across the room for so many people in the mortgage industry, living paycheck to paycheck. And so when I saw it, let me tell you my view of ACN. I didn't have a presentation like this. Instead, Regional Director Janelle Sandin came to my office and he showed me a stage. And in that stage, he showed me ACN and said, I see you on the stage. What he don't know is as a 19 years ago, as a young woman that came out of college, I saw that stage. I dreamt about that stage. So when he showed me the stage, I jumped on a plane 2 days later and I went to an international conference because I had to see if this was the stage and the opportunity that I had been prepared for the last 19 years. And when I hit ACN in North Carolina, it was confirmed on day 3 that this was it. So I say this to you to say, I didn't come to ACN for a title. I didn't come to ACN for a paycheck. I came to ACN because there have been people waiting for me to rise up and build with them. I came to change lives. I came to impact communities. And I stand here today because the approach to ACN, it's been 7 months. It's been 7 months. And the approach to ACN has been this. How do I help everyone on my team win? How do I help bring up ETLs, RDs, so that we can all get to RVP and SVP? So when you seek that first, his kingdom and righteousness, all these other things naturally just gets added onto you. So you are with a winning team, a platform that works, a company that's already built and packaged for you. The question is, do I have the mindset to get out of my own way and win at it?
Yes.
What am I fighting for? Who am I fighting for? What am I fighting for? That's all it is. Anyone can win at this. But it comes down to this. When will you make up your mind? When will you do what is required to get where you're trying to get to? I understand that I am my biggest enemy. What I choose to not do destroys me. But what I choose to pursue with everything in me, I know I win. Because I know who backs me up. So I'm sitting here to fight for Shirley Moore. For Zoila that's sitting over there, I'm fighting for the people that are in my circle. Thank you for your time today on our way to SVP. Thank you.
Give all these champions a hand. Congratulations to all the regional vice presidents and all the people that have made a decision. Now, how many of you are here for the first time? You're not an ACN representative. If you put your hand up, we'd like to get a piece of paper in your hand. If you're here for the first time, guys, there's some up front here. Put them up. There we go. Over here to the right-hand side, guys. Over here to the right. There's a lot of people here.
That was something else.
Excuse me?
She's something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, some amazing stories. You know, amazing stories. Stuff that bring tears to your eyes.
I can tear it to
Yeah,
my eyes. My right
Anybody that
eye.
needs one? Okay, a
Yes,
couple over here,
yes,
a couple
indeed.
over there. Thank you.
Indeed.
Wow.
Anybody else? All right, right there in the middle here, guys. There's a couple up front
Got
here.
next
We
to
need
him
some
right
more.
there. He became RD sitting in the hospital bed.
All right. Everybody look at your neighbor and say, shh.
Say that again, Nelson.
Guys, this is an application to get started. And I'm going to go over it with everybody because this is what makes you an independent rep for ACN. So if you look at the top left-hand corner where it has your last name, your first name, your middle initial, cell phone number, social security number, birth date, everything needs to be filled out completely. Mailing address, email address. Now see where it says sponsor information? That's the person that invited you out. That's how you're linked to one another. When we sign someone up on your team, your name goes in there. It's $499 to start the business. Here's what I did. I found someone else to pay for that. Have you ever heard if you start your own business, use other people's money? Yeah, it was Visa. Thank you, Visa. They supported me. You know, signed and dated and never looked back. And for the individuals this morning that have decided to partner up with us, we don't know each other yet, but we will. I'd like to welcome you to the ACN family. Let's give them a hand. Now guys, we're going to jump right into training. And, you know, the individuals that are going to be training today are not training on